no worries though if you're not comfortable with that, but certainly to have it recorded would be great. Okay, let's go for it.
Perfect. Are we recording it now, or
Yes.
should we?
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, we're recording now. So whenever you're ready.
Perfect. Um, as we said, A Beginner's Guide to Successful Email Marketing. Just a quick summary of the Dev Patel article I read. Um, Now, introduction, email marketing. Now, when you think of email marketing, I don't really think of something hot or new. I kind of think, well, email, mom, dad has it.
Hmm.
But one thing I find interesting is that it is, oh, excuse me, phone's going a
No
little bit
worries.
right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Um, Email marketing is one of the most it's one of the most powerful marketing channels available today, and is better than social media, search engine optimization, and affiliate marketing channels. um, I asked myself, well, why email? It doesn't seem very special, but at the end of the day, everyone has email if you really think about it. And more people are joining every day. Emails become a necessary tool for a modern workplace.
Hmm.
And, there's a lot of complaint over ones that I can think off the top of my head: YouTube and Instagram. Everybody's, the algorithm, some people say it'll just shut you out completely and your content won't be seen. Well, with email marketing, one thing is you're going to get a shot in the big leagues when you use it. So you're not really at the mercy of any code.
Amazing. Yeah, I like that.
hmm but before we begin talking about email marketing, there is one important lesson. Uh, you're a guest in someone's home. Uh, Someone keeps their inbox looking nicely. Friends, family, their workplace. At the end of the day, when you're doing email marketing, you don't want to badger them. You want to be respectful. You want to be kind. You want to make it easy for them to opt out, and then opt out. Excuse me, and then it will be make the whole process way easier.
Nice.
So
I like
let's
that.
get into an important part of email marketing. Our first step: building our list. So get people on right away. You're going to post, if you have a website running, you're going to post a banner or form asking people to subscribe. Um, After that, and the addresses start rolling in, you're going to want to follow these two tips. One, offer an incentive. Two, understand the email marketing rules.
Hmm.
So, incentive. You kind of got to think about like email addresses as like a valuable, maybe like a family heirloom or like a ring, or some money. You don't want to give that away. It has to be exchanged for something.
Hmm.
Um, you got to give something. Everybody, we all like free stuff. So I think if there's an exchange with our email address, something entice people. You'll start seeing a lot more email addresses coming your way, almost like a reward. Um, many examples of incentives that can entice people to pass on their email address to subscribe for more emails, such as email series, free downloads, free white papers or ebooks, update lists, and new releases about products. Um, and whatever the incentive is, you should not be afraid to promote it.
Yeah.
You have to put that in a lot of places, so a lot of people will get excited about signing up for your email list. Here's one that I just found in my spam folder today, but I haven't been to Quesada in a while. It looks like they're just throwing away the burritos now, so I
Yeah.
might have to go there later. Now, more personally, I remember for Out Loud, you used to offer, if I don't remember, you used to offer like um, free seminars for people, for free speaking
Yes.
seminars. Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe one email that you could do is you're helping people with public speaking a lot. So what if you sent them an email just maybe every 2 weeks about public speaking, like a fast tip or something
I love that. I really like that
that
a
they
lot.
can just
Yeah,
digest,
that's
like a
really cool.
little morning news article or something like that. Um,
I
that's
love it.
something, just something to consider. Now, marketing laws and regulations. Um, don't be super freaked out about following all these. There are certain ones for each of our regions. More locally, there's the CASL, the Canadian Spam, something.
Yeah.
All you have to remember is that you shouldn't buy email lists,
Uh-huh.
um, and consider using double opt-in options to make it just to check with people
To
to
make
make sure
sure.
that they know
Yeah.
what they're yeah that they know they're going to be signing up for. And definitely one thing you got to do is you got to make it easy for people to unsubscribe. After
Yeah.
that, the coast is clear.
Awesome.
So just now we got to focus a little bit more about great content. The beginning of any email marketing campaign is the introduction email. You have to thank them for subscribing. explain, introduce yourself and tell them what they're going to accept, what products they're going to see, and definitely kind of what your whole deal is. Um, and then, although not mandatory, it's always great if you explain to them on how to unsubscribe from emails,
I
just
think
so there's
that's
no
good.
confusing.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is one good example from Spotify here.
Was this in
All
your
right.
was that in your inbox or did you find that online?
I found that online.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay. Now there's a series of tips to help out with your content.
Sorry, Noah.
Yeah.
Do you mind going back to that last slide? I just want to take those 3 points. Thank them for subscribing, introduce yourself, and tell them what to accept.
Mhm.
What to expect, I guess that is.
Yes.
Yes.
Sorry.
No,
I
no,
typed
it's okay.
it.
Yeah. Intro yourself, tell them what to expect. And then last one is tell them how to unsubscribe. Okay, great.
Perfect. Perfect.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. And now here's some more tips. Um, you don't want to pitch to them right away. Um, the best idea when you're running a successful email marketing campaign would to be first you got to build a nice relationship with them. You got to make them trusting in your brand. If immediately you shouldn't exactly hit them with a bunch of sales offers and deals. You mostly want them to get familiar at first. Later on the line, if you want to add a few more pitches um, and try to offer some more sales once they become comfortable, that's perfectly okay. Um, Now, one thing that was important is to keep it timely, weekly, bi-weekly, monthly. As long as people can expect your messages, they'll start to get to keep it a little warmer with them, and they'll start to appreciate them a little bit more for the content they'll have.
Mhm.
What you want to avoid here is kind of blacking out, kind of disappearing, and then all of a sudden coming in again, because people may not be so accepting of these new messages. All right, another one.
So
Um,
once a week is the general rule of thumb. Is that right?
yeah, once a week is
Cool.
that could be assumed to be
Great.
a good time for messages. Another one is to keep your newsletters fun and interesting. So newsletters, great opportunity to further your relationship with the customer. You could fill them in with maybe some unique combinations of messages, more personal messages that you might have for them, and updates to your products. You can throw some. Remember that you want a nice combination of both, so they can keep it fun and customers will enjoy opening them. Uh, when you're in your newsletters, though, don't pitch to your customers. That can be used later. Um, Sorry.
No, it's fine.
Automation. Now, as you keep getting subscribers, you get a handful of them, you're going to find responding and making emails to each one of them is going to become near impossible. So you got to use automation. If you start scheduling emails ahead of time, then that will prevent you from blacking out and customers forgetting the brand. It makes the whole process just a little bit easier. Um, Step three: analytics and segmentation. Um, Understanding email analytics. They're a very important tool. They kind of teach you when you're in your campaigns and in your marketing what you're doing good and where you can use for improvement. They're the key to understanding where your marketing strategy might be falling through. Um, the three most important, now there are many analytics, but the three most important are the open rate, the click through rate, and the unsubscribes.
Right.
Open rate, how many people open your messages. This explains kind of if there's a good relationship with the readers, if hopefully they're excited to reopen your messages in the first place.
Yeah.
If this is low, then your subscribers are unfortunately unengaged, and you have to try different strategies on how to get them back into opening your emails. Your click-through rate. This is how many people click through an attached article, attached link that you'll have in your emails. If your click-through rate is low, this means your message was not targeted enough, or is simply too cluttered and not and is a little confusing. Now your unsubscriber rate or unsubscribes, how many people are deciding to leave your email. If this is higher than your opt-in rate, then you got a serious problem here.
Mhm.
You got to start from scratch, and you got to really rework your messages. Hopefully, this doesn't happen. But this is also useful for seeing what point customers are leaving in the marketing funnel. If they're early in the marketing funnel, they might be confused a little bit with the brand and the messages and the goals you're trying to get by them. So you might want to rework what you're then that introductory email, what you're sending them to, what you're sending them. Hopefully, the introductory email matches up what you're sending them down later on the line.
Right.
Now, segmenting. To segment is the process of splitting up your emails into targeted lists. There's a few ways to do it. You got customers list, demographic, interests, and there's some more niche ones. If you start targeting your customers, labeling them, this is your way to keep them more satisfied. Just for example, maybe some customers want to read your newsletters, while others just only want to see sales promotions. If you can kind of categorize which customers may be on the sales funnel, where they want, what type of products they're looking for, this will make the email marketing a lot easier to interact with them. Just a quick conclusion. Yes. So basically, email marketing, one of the hottest marketing channels that we have today. Very underrated and very powerful to use. If you can set up an email marketing, remember to you check your analytics and segment the list. Send a good introductory email, and just overall make sure that you're keeping true to your brand image. You're golden, FBA. Thank you for listening.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. Dude, what a presentation. That was so fantastic. Oh my God. That was so awesome. I got so much value out of that, and also heard a lot of things I really didn't know. I've been taking notes like crazy here, and you just did that so well. I'm so proud and happy with that. That's such great work, dude. Really, really good.
Thank you.
So I think the next thing for us then is to create a bit of an email template. I think what we got to do is go into MailChimp and start a campaign basically. And I'd love for you to help me spearhead that. Like, I'd love for you to try to use what you've learned, and we'll kind of do it together. Cause again, I've done this before. I've run a few MailChimp campaigns, but I don't know. I didn't know what I was doing. So it would be really, really helpful to have you kind of working with me. Also, Ayan, one of my other co-op students, is going to be doing some graphics, some homemade in-house graphics for us. So we'll work with him. And then MJ, who's my social media manager, she's going to be working with us as well. So what I'd love to do is get everybody together and roll out a new email marketing campaign. What MJ can do is help us with the sort of overall social strategy, so she can understand, okay, in the email marketing, is there a purpose to, cross-linking to our, and cross-promoting to our different pages, so that people can kind of get into our whole sort of community online, and that they can join the Facebook page if they want. They can follow us on Instagram. They can see us on YouTube, but that they know they're going to be getting sort of. So, for example, I put out a podcast every week, as much as I can. So that could be something to put in the newsletter, just giving them a heads up that that's out and a link to it. I try to put out a blog post every week, although I need to get better at doing that more consistently. And so that can be part of the strategy. And then maybe putting out some interesting graphics, infographics. And I love the idea of tips. Did you find anything on embedding video into email marketing? Did any of that come up?
No.
Okay. That's an interesting question. Maybe you can just research, like, what is the benefit or the disadvantages of embedding video into email marketing? Because my highest engagements always come through my videos. Like the best engagement on social media is consistently through the videos. So I want to see if I embed a video of me explaining a public speaking tip, it might be way more powerful and way more interesting and way more, the click-through rates might be way better, all that stuff, if there's a video there. And then we can figure out whether we embed the video in the actual email itself, or whether there is a link to a video on like LinkedIn or YouTube or wherever the video lives. So I'd love for you to look at video email marketing and see if you can discover anything about that. The next thing I'd love to do, and do you mind stopping sharing for a sec? Because I think I want to share my screen and see if we can go into MailChimp.
Yeah, just give me one.
Sure,
Okay,
sure.
here.
Yeah,
Okay.
there we go. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen here, and we'll go into MailChimp real quick. So now I also have questions about automation, because that's one thing I never figured out in MailChimp is how do you automate it? So for example, how do you make sure that new subscribers are getting this intro email and that every time they sign up, they're getting this intro email? So we got to figure that out. Okay, as you can tell, I barely know my way around here. Oh, this is interesting. There's MailChimp 101 and guides and tutorials and marketing tips. Okay, this is really interesting. Yeah, this could be really good. All these resources for you to poke around in here to start to learn this particular email marketing service. What I'm trying to find is, yes, hi Will, yes, hello, audience campaigns. Okay. For example, we just added a bunch of people.
Mhm.
Is it worth sending out them saying, you are on our email list because you've expressed interest in Out Loud before? If you don't want to be on this, get out. Oh, here, and we have some analytics from our past campaigns as well. Speak like a boss. Ooh, that was really good. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, these are getting less and less, obviously. The last one was in 2019. No wonder. Okay, so if we want to start email templates, I'm trying to find here. I'll stop recording too because there's no point in recording me just fumbling around.